Hello everyone, I hope you all are doing well. My name is Captain and today I will be your guide. In this video, I will show you how to complete each encounter and the best loadout to have when one facing the Ogre and the main boss. I'll make a separate video on all the collectibles, chests and the Galahorn Catalyst. Alright, let's get to it. As soon as you spawn in, you will notice that you are in the old Destiny 1 Cosmodrome area. For those who don't know, there is a cave here that players would farm engrams from, in particular exotic engrams back in Destiny 1. That loot cave is the theme of this dungeon. You will notice that when you kill enemies in that said cave, they will drop what looks like an exotic engram. When you pick one up, you will get a debuff called Burdened by the Riches, which will last for 30 seconds. After 30 seconds, you will die. You can replenish the timer by picking up another one, which will reset it back to 30 seconds. You can keep collecting this debuff, and once you collect 10 in total, it will replenish your super abilities. Once you have killed all the enemies, go inside the cave and you will find a white crystal that will absorb this debuff from you. This is the first mechanic of a dungeon, which will be repeated multiple times during the run through. Exit the cave to allow more waves of enemies to spawn. Kill them and collect the debuffs. After some time, the crystal will open a cave beneath you. From this point onwards, there will be multiple switches, doors and pressure plates. More than half of them are traps that will kill you. This is Bungie's way of having their fun with us. So follow this path. First, you will need to open the door on the right. There is a pressure plate in the middle, so either jump over it or use the equipment to go around it. Exit out of the room and go into the tunnel. Only one person needs to do this, so jump onto the platform, which will make you fall. As you fall, glide towards the opening in the wall on the right side, where there will be a switch. Press the switch and it will open the air vents in the previous room, one of which leads to the next room. Jump up here using this route, and make your way to the top air vents above you. The air vent in the back right from where you first entered will lead you to the next room. In the middle of that tunnel there is a pressure plate, so stand on it and it will open a hatch above your head. In this area you will encounter these sliding doors. All you need to do is make your way to each one that is open and turn the switch on inside. This will open a new door for you to go to, and so on. In each room there are pressure plates, so try to avoid them. Once you have made your way to the back left room, there will be two switches. One of them is in front of a doorway and the second is above you. This room has a glass window, so it's easy to recognize. From here, exit the room and make your way to the back where there is a bunch of enemies. Once you clear them out, there is another switch which will open the opposite side of the room for you. In this large silo-like room, there are 4 doorways marked as number 1 through to 4. You'll need to open them in order, so go to number 1 and activate the switch. This will activate room number 3, inside of which is another switch that opens up room number 1. Inside of room 1 there is a switch. Once you flick that on, it will open up room 2, inside of which is a vandal with a scorch cannon. This is another game mechanic which will reappear later on. Pick the cannon up and make your way to room 4. At door number 4, aim the scorch cannon at the center of a generator on the right side of the door. Whichever button you're using to fire, press it and hold it. This will shoot the scorch cannon, and as long as you keep holding the fire button, it will continue to charge the fired shot. Keep holding until you see the second flame emission, then let go. This will open the door for you. Follow this corridor until you reach the large room. In the middle are some boxes that lead to a ventilation shaft above you. In the next encounter, you'll be facing against the first mini-boss, the Ogre. Like at the beginning of a dungeon, you will need to collect engrams and deposit them at the crystal to lower the shields of the Ogre to do damage. To collect these engrams, there are 2 rooms, one on the left and one on the right. To open them up, you need to kill the Scorch Vandal at the back and use the Scorch Cannon. Same as before, fire and hold the fire button. Once the flame pulses for the second time, you can let it go. Collect all the engrams from one room and deposit them. Repeat the process with a second room and deposit again. Once you do so and you see the crystal flash like this, you can deal damage to the Ogre. To maximize our damage, we ran a Warlock with Well, Titan Bubble for weapons of light, and a Stasis Hunter. We used 3 1Ks, 2 Cartesians and a Null Composure. For mods, we had Particle Deconstruction and Focusing Lens. I had Lunafaction Boots on to increase our reload speeds. This combo allowed us to easily one-phase the Ogre. Now for the Sparrow Room. Here, you will need to drive all the way to the end whilst defusing mines along the way. Each mine has a timer that can be extended by passing silver domes hidden around the room. The route that you see me taking is the exact one that you want to use, as it contains all the domes you will need. You don't need to collect all the silver domes, just enough to extend the time. To defuse the timers, simply drive right through the middle, don't even stop. Throughout this whole race, you will see that there are multiple enemies. If you stop for too long, they will blow up your Sparrow, killing you in the process. If you have the time, what you can do is before each mine, swap out your Sparrow for a fresh one. It's easier to just swap out for a fresh Sparrow than it is to wait for a cooldown after it gets destroyed. Once you come to these jump pads, go to the one on the left. This will take you through to the top left where there is another silver dome to extend your time. I suggest jumping off the Sparrow whilst you fall into the last mine. This will make it easier to take out the enemies and to defuse it, with less risk of you dying from fall damage. This is the second last room. You will notice the hot air balloon in the middle surrounded by a series of platforms. Around the bottom of the hot air balloon are domes. These domes need to be destroyed, which will open the bottom of the hot air balloon, allowing you to ascend to the boss room. This is how you destroy them. On each platform, there will be a jump pad and a vandal with a scorch cannon. Collect the scorch cannon and rotate the launch pad in whichever direction you want to go in. Charge the shot and launch yourself to the next platform. At the beginning, there will be a servitor with a shield around it, usually at the back of the room on the tallest platform. Kill the enemies around him to collect the debuff. Take the debuff to the main room where there will be a crystal. It will take around 20 engrams to lower the shield, allowing you to destroy the servitor. Once the servitor is dead, it will turn into a ticking time bomb. Push the time bomb towards a launch pad. Halfway to the launch pad, the servitor will roll into place on its own. Adjust the launch pad so it aims at the dome on the bottom of the balloon, then launch the bomb. This will destroy the dome and slightly open the doorway. Continue to do this, rotating around the room and destroying the servitors wherever they spawn. Once you have opened the last door, proceed to the middle underneath the balloon. From here, adjust the launch pad to launch you in the air. If one of you does not make it, simply throw your scorch cannon down to them or collect another one. You are now in the boss room. To start the encounter, by the white crystal in the middle of the room, there is an engram for you to collect. This will spawn the boss. Now here's something that a lot of people do not know. You can put down a permanent rally banner in the middle of a room. One person stands on the left getting ready to walk towards the engram, while the second person gets ready to put down a banner. As soon as the person on the left begins to walk forward, hold to put down the banner. In the center of the room you will see the white crystal again. You will need to charge it to drop the boss's shields. To collect the engrams that are required for it, there are 3 generators around the center of a room. One on the left, middle and right. There will be a vandal with a scorch cannon, so collect it and use it to shoot the generators, but remember to charge it. When you shoot the generator, it will drop engrams around the room, the left and right side platforms and the middle island. In each drop, there will be exactly 10 to collect in total from each side. Remember that when you collect 10, you get your abilities back, so don't be afraid to use your super to stay alive. You will need to deposit a total of 50 in the middle of a room to lower the boss's shields. You have 2 strategies that you can use. Strategy 1, collect all 30 and deposit it in the middle of a room, then collect some more. Or strategy number 2, collect the 30, then generate some more and collect another 30 so you will have 20 each. In this case, we had 30 each and ended up depositing 90 in the middle. Be aware that you cannot shoot the same generator twice, so you'll have to rotate around the room depending on which generator you have shot first. Once you deposit in the middle, put down a well, bubble and throw your stasis at the boss. With a combination of 3 fusion rifles, particle deconstruction, focusing lens, warlock well and weapons of light, the boss didn't stand a chance. With this combo, you'll be dealing more than enough damage. If you want, instead of running 3 fusion rifles and particle deconstruction, you can run 3 Galahorns. but if you haven't done it yet, I do suggest free fusion rifles, or free Linus. As you can see, we easily one-faced the boss, even with one of our teammates dying halfway through. And that is how you complete the Grasp of Avarice dungeon. If you found the video helpful, then please like and comment. Don't forget to subscribe to see more Destiny 2 content. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.